welcome. My name is Melissa Giovanali, and I'm the president of Networlding. It's an organization that helps leaders provide cutting-edge information out to a public that includes professionals and entrepreneurs. Today, I have the privilege of having Stefania Alucino from Capital Link USA with us, who is going to offer a wonderful story that really showcases the exceptional work she's doing out for entrepreneurs in the world today. Stefania has had an organization that's been around for 18 years, and it's an organization that provides support and assistance to entrepreneurs who are looking to raise capital, and at the same time, not give up control. So I'll let Stefania tell us a little bit about her organization and then offer a cornerstone story that I think will help you learn more about what you can do if you're looking to gain and get more capital for your organization. Stefania?
Thank you, Melissa. Capital Link is founded on something that we entrepreneurs have a lot of: passion. Did you know that there is currency in your passion? I've made this my life's mission, to be able to share with entrepreneurs something that I had to learn, first as an entrepreneur, and then I tested it out by going to Wall Street, where I spent 15 years learning everything there is to know about how to build and finance successful entrepreneurial companies, so that we entrepreneurs get to get cash, but keep control of the entrepreneurial destiny we want. The story you mentioned that I would love to share is about Wayne. Wayne is a client and dear friend of mine. Wayne was a 41-year-old attorney in Morris, Illinois. That's rural Grundy County. He had an opportunity to acquire a company that was in somewhat trouble, but it was located right in his hometown. By his own definition, it was a low-tech, labor-intensive company. But Wayne thought it had some growth potential, and he was right. Under Wayne's leadership, that company began to grow. Wayne's staff actually developed an excellent relationship with a Fortune 500 customer. And that customer wanted to give them so much business, Wayne calculated it would be worth $25 million of revenue in just 5 years. But Wayne couldn't accept all that business. You see, his plant was out of capacity. Yes, Wayne did have a game plan for dealing with that capacity issue, but the bank turned him down for the $1 million he needed to fund that expansion program.
So what happened then?
Well, it could have been devastating, because Wayne made an assumption right then and there that resources were scarce and expensive. And at that moment, Wayne was actually putting his company's future at risk, hostage to an assumption that scarce resources would prevent him from achieving his goals. It was a lack of confidence. Fortunately, however, we met as a result of his accountant.
Okay.
And in that process, I asked Wayne a very important question, and I went to you. If resources were not a constraint, and you could have all the cash you needed to build your business just the way you wish, with control to achieve your own destiny, what size business would you build, measured in revenue, out 10 years from now? When I asked that question to Wayne, the answer was $100 million. Then he quickly smiled, as if he could actually recall the words, because he wasn't confident that anyone would believe his heart-to-heart vision, least of all the investors from whom he needed the cash. That's when I had to deliver an important tool, which I call the financial market intelligence. Financial market intelligence delivers entrepreneurial confidence. I showed Wayne how to craft a 2-pager, which I call a corporate resume, to be able to capture a $100 million vision, assuming unlimited resources. Then I circulated that corporate resume to a handful of selected investors that I knew that would offer Wayne candid feedback. With that candid feedback and financial market intelligence, Wayne gained confidence of that $100 million vision. And I will fast forward the story a little bit and tell you that Wayne actually attracted $10 million of revenue. $10 million of funding, all for a minority stake of his business. Now this is the same gentleman
Yes.
that got turned down for $1 million and now was attracting $10 million of capital and keeping control. Clearly, there were a few more tools I had to share with him. Want to know about those tools?
Yes, yes.
I helped Wayne morph that 2-page corporate resume into a 15-page investor blueprint. Now, an investor blueprint is not at all like a traditional business plan.
Right, and that's what I was going to ask you, so I'm glad you answered that, yes.
It's a tool that I designed to enable Wayne to be able to share his heart-of-heart ambitions. But it's one that Wayne is now confident in sharing because he recognizes it's based on his passion and the synergy of the passion of the right investor to help him make it work. And that's a very critical distinction as part of selecting the right relationships for any entrepreneur, but in particular Wayne in this instance.
Yes.
Once we had this investor blueprint, I circulated this investor blueprint to, again, some selected investors, and they were very, very impressed. Several of them immediately offered Wayne all the money he needed. Having choices is a very critical ingredient in the cash and control system which we designed.
Right, and that you also have a book that you've written.
Indeed.
I did want to place that in there as an author of a book on this, so yes.
The details of our process are available in the Cash and Control. You can have both book and the place to go. And in fact, the story of Wayne is in there. But I'll fast forward again for you and remind you that Wayne was actually able to have several investor choices. And so I gave him the opportunity to choose the investor he liked best. A lot of people make the assumption, correctly, that he chose the investor who was going to give him the best deal. And correct. But here's the secret. Mathematically, getting the highest valuation is more than just a good idea. It's an affirmation that you've actually selected the right investor, one who can actually see your vision and believes in it and will help you get there. And that's what happened. Wayne actually secured the money he needed. At the time, Wayne was only a $7 million revenue company. And here he was getting $10 million of funding and keeping control. And then, fast forward, Wayne actually opened up several new plants. He went on to actually achieve that $25 million revenue goal, not in 5 years, but in 1 year. And he also became one of 2 dominant players in the industry, a major leader in his marketplace.
So what do we learn in summary about a process that's really doable now, that really will show entrepreneurs they can get the cash without giving up control?
I'll give you 3 important principles. First and foremost, you, the entrepreneur, not financing, is the scarce resource. And that's exactly why we use the confidence to liberate your passion. Discover that there's currency in there. But I don't leave it to just you being confident. I let you use the financial market intelligence to be able to validate that future so that you can be comfortable sharing it with investors. The second, and this is very valuable, is that an entrepreneur becomes self-sufficient when they tap the currency in their passion. You see, we entrepreneurs have our own unique currency. We just need to learn how to use it. And so I've designed a tool called the Mosaic approach, which helps entrepreneurs divide their financial needs into small pieces so that with each piece you put in place, you lower the risk to the other. And then a wider range of credit options to make yourself financially self-sufficient.
What you offer, I think, is very, very important for entrepreneurs. And I know you focus on entrepreneurs that are what I would call fast-moving entrepreneurs. You're working with entrepreneurs from 5 million to 50 million, you said, is a core group. But I also know that there's something for others, that the book is something that they can get, that you have seminars, and you're going to have now webinars that you're going to put on. So let the audience know also, Stefania, how they can get a hold of you.
Absolutely. Before I do that, I want to remind the audience that